Guys, today I just want to explain to you three graphs. As you can see, we're just going to do the sin 3 graph. Sin and cos 3 is basically more or less the same. They just have different um, parameters. But like these 5 things I can change basically from your normal graph. Basically, so your normal sin graph is stars go up at 90. At 90 is at 1. 180 is at 0. 270 is at -1 and 360 is at 0 again. So the 5 things I can change is, first thing is your amplitude. That basically changes your amplitude of your graph. So that will just basically extend this to 3, and this one will also be extended to 3, -3. So that's what the difference in amplitude can be. Okay? So the next one that you can get is just if you get your y sin x normal graph, you're gonna get your 180, 90. So if you get 2x in front of the x, that has to do with your period. So that is 2. That means the whole 360 divided by 2. That's going to be a period of your graph. So what's basically going to happen is, okay, that is still going to be by 1 and -1. Okay. So if we then, third thing that can change is if you have a negative, that just basically flips the graph upside down. There's still 1 and there's -1. You see that the graph was just flipped around. The fourth thing they can change is if you add a 1 or you subtract numbers here to back, that basically means your graph goes up and down. So if you added 1, we normally start at 0, you will start at 1. So that will be 1, 2, 0. That's 270, 360, 180, and 90 still. 90 is done like that. Okay. So the addition or subtraction at the end of the graph or equation means the graph goes up and down. And the last one that can change is if they put a value next to the x. And basically what that means is this: if it's a minus, the graph moves to the right hand side. If it's a plus, the graph moves to the left hand side. So in this case, the whole graph is just going to move 30 units to the right. So then when it was at 90, that would be 120, that would be 210, 300, and 390. There we go. And that is still added. So that's all the different three graphs we can get from one equation. Okay. In my next video, I'll explain the full equation where I put all of these things in. So yeah, let me know if you need more of this. Thank you. So in the previous video, I said I'll explain a full three graph to you. So in this case, as you guys can see, it's y to -2 sin x plus 1. So we need to draw this graph basically. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to see. I always draw my original graph, my original sin x graph, as you can see. So the first thing I will see, I can see it's a minus. So first thing I know, my graph is going to be flipped around. That's going to be at 90, 180, 270, 360. Okay, that doesn't look so 100% in a way. Okay, that's at 1 and -1. So that's because of the minus, that's the first thing we flip it out. But now the second thing that we need to do is amplitude. That's gonna go like that. That's gonna go like that. So that's, as you guys can see, I'm drawing this in phases. Okay, so we got the minus in, we got the amplitude in, but now the last part of the graph is we need to move the graph 1 unit upwards. So basically, everything what's going to happen now, everything is just going to move 1 unit up. So where it turns at 2, the on top is going to turn at 3. Where it cuts at 0 here, it's going to cut at 1. And where it turns at -2, it's going to just have to turn at -1. I'll just show you the graph, basically the way it needs to be. The final answer. So if you go, so your graph will go like this. So it was at 0, so we're going to start at 1. So you can go, so then that will be 3, it goes Z, at 1, and 70, and so that's how you draw a proper equation. When they give you equation, you draw the graph step by step by taking it like from the minus to the amplitude and to move the graph up or down. So you take it piece by piece to mold your graph. Send me any graphs that you want me to draw and I'll try drawing a few guys. Thank you.